You won't believe this country exists, and yet, it's very real. Nicaragua is where lakes hide volcanoes, cities speak 5 languages, and breakfast tastes like revolution. We've gathered 16 mind-blowing facts that go beyond the headlines to show you the Nicaragua they never teach you about. This isn't fiction. This is a true documentary based on facts, not fantasy. Every detail is grounded in reality. Get ready to be surprised, impressed, and maybe even a little bit envious. This video showcases real and fascinating facts about Nicaragua, even though high-quality visuals of the country are sometimes limited. I've done my best to bring it to life using the most relevant and meaningful imagery available. Thank you for your understanding, and I truly hope you enjoy the journey. Fact 1. Nicaragua's multilingual mosaic. Nicaragua, although officially a Spanish-speaking nation, hosts a remarkably diverse linguistic landscape. Beyond Spanish, several indigenous and foreign languages enrich its cultural fabric, especially on the country's Caribbean coast. Here, the Mosquito language thrives, spoken by the Mosquito people who number around 150,000 individuals. Likewise, Sumo, also known as Mayangna, Rama, and Garafunya languages are actively preserved, each representing distinctive ethnic groups with vibrant traditions. English is commonly spoken along the Caribbean coast due to historical British influence and ongoing interactions with Caribbean nations. This linguistic variety highlights Nicaragua's complex colonial past and present-day multicultural dynamics. In autonomous regions, such as the North and South Caribbean Coast Autonomous Regions, indigenous languages and cultural practices receive formal recognition and protection. This linguistic diversity shapes education, governance, and daily life, offering a truly multicultural experience within one nation. Travelers venturing to Nicaragua's eastern regions encounter a fascinating blend of cultures, where language serves as a living bridge connecting generations and communities. Thus, Nicaragua's multilingual identity underscores the nation's commitment to cultural preservation, inclusivity, and diversity. Fact 2. Human rights in peril, a nation under watch. Nicaragua has increasingly come under international scrutiny for its troubling human rights record. Reports from global watchdogs, including the United Nations and Amnesty International, have documented widespread violations in recent years. These include the imprisonment of political opponents, suppression of peaceful protests, and tight control over civil society organizations. Since the 2018 anti-government demonstrations, which were violently repressed, over 300 civilians have died, and thousands have fled into exile. Laws have been passed that restrict non-governmental organizations, labeling them as foreign agents and stripping them of legal status. Religious groups, particularly the Catholic Church, have also come under fire, with clergy members arrested or expelled. Elections in Nicaragua have been widely criticized as neither free nor fair, with opposition candidates barred from running or imprisoned before ballots are cast. In 2023, several international human rights commissions called for sanctions and diplomatic pressure to restore democratic norms in the country. Despite the risk, local activists and journalists continue to speak out, often from abroad. Nicaragua's political situation serves as a sobering example of how quickly civil liberties can erode, and how difficult it can be to rebuild them once lost. Fact 3. Lake Nicaragua, Central America's freshwater giant. Lake Nicaragua, locally known as Cochabamba, is the largest freshwater lake in Central America. Covering over 5,000 square miles, this impressive lake dominates Nicaragua's southwestern landscape. One of the lake's most remarkable features is its hundreds of islands, around 400 in total. Among these, Ometepe Island is particularly unique. It consists of 2 volcanoes, Conception and Madeiras, rising dramatically from the lake's waters. Lake Nicaragua also hosts some unusual marine life, including freshwater sharks. The bull sharks here adapted over thousands of years to swim upstream from the Caribbean Sea via the San Juan River. Historically, plans even existed to create a canal linking the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific Ocean through this expansive lake, rivaling the Panama Canal. Today, the lake remains a central part of local life, providing food, water, and transport routes to thousands of Nicaraguans. Its shores attract visitors who seek both natural beauty and rich culture, showcasing why Xochimilco is rightfully considered one of Central America's most significant natural landmarks. Fact 4. Rio Coco, Central America's longest river. The Rio Coco, also known locally as the Segovia River, proudly holds the title of the longest river in Central America. Stretching an impressive 466 miles, it gracefully carves its way through diverse landscapes, from rugged mountains to lush rainforests. This extensive river also serves as a natural border between Nicaragua and Honduras for nearly half its length, symbolizing a peaceful yet powerful geographic landmark. The Rio Coco's basin supports numerous indigenous communities, such as the Mosquito people, who rely heavily on the river for fishing, transportation, and irrigation. Historically, the river has played a crucial role in regional trade, serving as an essential waterway for transporting goods, particularly coffee and cacao. Ecologically, the Rio Coco sustains a remarkable array of wildlife, including freshwater turtles, otters, and various fish species unique to Central America. It provides vital freshwater habitats supporting biodiversity and maintaining ecological balance. Despite its importance, the Rio Coco remains relatively unexplored by international tourists, adding to its mystique and allure. For those seeking adventure or cultural experiences, navigating the river offers an authentic glimpse into Nicaragua's vibrant natural heritage. Fact 5. Nacatamal, Nicaragua's festive culinary tradition. The Nacatamal holds a cherished spot in Nicaragua's culinary heart, often reserved for special weekends, holidays, and family celebrations. This traditional dish features a delightful blend of corn dough, meticulously stuffed with seasoned pork or chicken, rice, potatoes, tomatoes, olives, and mint leaves. Once prepared, the savory filling is wrapped tightly in plantain leaves, carefully tied with string, and then slowly steamed for several hours. The result is a delicious, aromatic delicacy that embodies warmth, comfort, and community spirit. Families frequently gather together, often on Saturday nights or Sunday mornings, to enjoy freshly made nacatamales, accompanied by freshly brewed coffee or sweet cacao drinks. Preparing nacatamales is a communal and festive event itself, where generations bond, sharing culinary techniques and cherished stories. Although variations exist across different regions, some incorporating raisins, capers, or spicy peppers, the essence of this beloved dish remains consistent nationwide. Its elaborate preparation highlights the care and pride Nicaraguans invest in their culinary traditions. Travelers who taste nacatamal experience an authentic piece of Nicaragua's culture, discovering firsthand why this flavorful and hearty delicacy remains an indispensable part of festive celebrations. Fact 6. Baseball, Nicaragua's passionate national sport. Baseball is more than just a popular sport in Nicaragua. It's a beloved national passion deeply embedded in the country's identity. Introduced in the late 1800s by American merchants and military personnel, baseball quickly became an integral part of Nicaraguan culture. Today it stands unrivaled as Nicaragua's favorite pastime, drawing fervent crowds to stadiums across the country, from bustling Managua to rural towns. Nicaraguans take immense pride in their baseball legends, particularly Dennis Martinez, affectionately known as El Presidente. Martinez, the first Nicaraguan player to make it to Major League Baseball in the United States, made history by pitching a perfect game for the Montreal Expos in 1991. Domestic leagues thrive, with competitive teams battling passionately in local championships, drawing devoted fans who enthusiastically support their home clubs. Children play baseball in streets, fields, and beaches, dreaming of following in their national heroes' footsteps. International competitions, especially matchups against regional rivals such as Cuba, Venezuela, and the Dominican Republic, ignite national excitement and unity. For visitors, attending a Nicaraguan baseball game offers a vibrant glimpse into the country's enthusiastic spirit, community pride, and unwavering dedication to the sport. Fact 7. Land of Lakes and Volcanoes. Nicaragua is famously known as the Land of Lakes and Volcanoes, a title vividly reflecting its dramatic geography. The country boasts an impressive lineup of 19 active volcanoes, shaping its landscape and culture significantly. Among these fiery peaks, Mosaic volcano stands out for its easily accessible lava lake, attracting adventure seekers worldwide. Nicaragua's volcanic terrain also supports incredibly fertile soil, fostering abundant agriculture, especially coffee and cacao farms, key economic drivers for local communities. Additionally, the volcanic activity has formed picturesque crater lakes such as Laguna de Apoyo, a crystal-clear lagoon nestled within a lush forested crater. Beyond volcanoes, the landscape is dotted with vast lakes, including Lake Managua, the nation's second largest, stretching nearly 400 square miles. This combination of volcanic peaks and shimmering lakes creates unique ecosystems, fostering diverse wildlife habitats and supporting extensive biodiversity. Tourism in Nicaragua often revolves around these stunning natural wonders, promoting eco-friendly activities like hiking, kayaking, and birdwatching. Ultimately, Nicaragua's identity as a land of lakes and volcanoes perfectly encapsulates the thrilling blend of beauty, danger, and fertility that characterizes this remarkable Central American nation. Fact 8. Gallo Pinto, Nicaragua's beloved national dish. Gallo Pinto, which translates to spotted rooster, is not only Nicaragua's iconic national dish, but also a culinary symbol deeply woven into daily life. Made from a delightful combination of rice and red beans cooked together with garlic, onion, and sweet pepper, Gallo Pinto is traditionally seasoned with local herbs and spices, giving it a distinctive savory flavor. Often served as a hearty breakfast, this comforting dish is typically accompanied by fried eggs, plantains, avocado slices, fresh cheese, and a warm corn tortilla. It's a staple meal enjoyed by Nicaraguans of all ages and social classes, from bustling urban areas to remote rural communities. The dish's popularity extends beyond Nicaragua, sparking friendly culinary debates with neighboring Costa Rica, where a similar dish also holds national status. Each region within Nicaragua adds its own twist, sometimes incorporating coconut milk or fiery local chilies for extra flavor. Economically affordable and nutritious, Gallo Pinto represents resourcefulness and cultural pride, embodying the simplicity and authenticity of Nicaraguan home cooking. Visitors to Nicaragua quickly discover the delightful routine of starting their day with a plate of Gallo Pinto, experiencing firsthand why this dish remains a treasured culinary tradition nationwide. Fact 9. Somoto Canyon, Nicaragua's geological marvel. Somoto Canyon, located near Nicaragua's northern border, is a breathtaking geological wonder formed by the Coco River. Remarkably, despite its ancient origins dating back approximately 13 million years, it remained largely undiscovered internationally until 2004. The canyon spans nearly 3 miles in length, with steep cliffs soaring up to 500 feet high, sculpted by centuries of rushing water. Today it stands as one of Nicaragua's premier ecotourism destinations, attracting thrill seekers and nature enthusiasts from across the globe. Adventurous visitors frequently navigate its pristine waters through guided tours involving hiking, swimming, cliff jumping, and kayaking. The canyon's rugged walls shelter diverse plant and animal species, including numerous birds, bats, and freshwater fish uniquely adapted to the canyon's environment. The local communities surrounding Somoto have embraced tourism as a sustainable livelihood, promoting conservation efforts while sharing their rich cultural traditions with visitors. In recent years, the area has gained popularity for its spectacular natural beauty and adrenaline-packed activities. Somoto Canyon is undoubtedly an iconic symbol of Nicaragua's geological diversity, offering an unforgettable adventure amid some of the country's most stunning scenery. Fact 10. Bosawás, Nicaragua's Amazon. Bosawás Biosphere Reserve is Nicaragua's hidden gem, often referred to as Central America's equivalent of the Amazon rainforest. Covering an astonishing 7,700 square miles, Bosawás ranks as the second largest rainforest in the Americas, surpassed only by Brazil's Amazon. This lush and largely untouched reserve is home to incredible biodiversity, sheltering over 200 species of mammals, including jaguars, pumas, and howler monkeys. Birdwatchers find Bosawás equally fascinating, with more than 700 bird species thriving in its dense canopy. The reserve also houses rare and endangered animals, such as the iconic Baird's tapir. Indigenous communities, particularly the Mayangna and Miskito peoples, have inhabited Bosawás for centuries, sustainably managing and protecting its abundant natural resources. Today, this biosphere faces significant threats from illegal logging, land encroachment, and deforestation, making conservation efforts critically important. International organizations and the Nicaraguan government collaborate closely to preserve this essential ecological area, vital for maintaining climate stability in the region. Visiting Bosawás provides travelers not only breathtaking natural beauty, but also insight into the delicate balance between human culture and environmental preservation. Fact 11. El Güegüense, Nicaragua's cultural treasure. El Güegüense is one of Nicaragua's greatest cultural masterpieces, deeply rooted in the nation's colonial past. Dating back to the 16th century, this theatrical play combines satire, dance, music, and folklore in a uniquely Nicaraguan expression of resistance and humor. Its title, El Güegüense, translates roughly as the wise old man, reflecting the cunning central character who cleverly mocks Spanish colonial authorities. Through vibrant masked performances, the play critiques oppression while celebrating local ingenuity and defiance. In 2005, UNESCO recognized El Güegüense as a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity, elevating it to global cultural significance. Performed annually during the Feast of San Sebastian, especially in the city of Diriamba, this tradition draws thousands who gather to witness and celebrate their heritage. The elaborate masks, costumes, and choreography beautifully preserve Nicaragua's indigenous and colonial history. Despite centuries passing, El Güegüense remains deeply relevant, symbolizing national pride, identity, and resilience. Visitors witnessing this tradition experience firsthand Nicaragua's rich storytelling and artistic talent, gaining deeper insight into the nation's spirit. El Güegüense truly embodies Nicaragua's cultural vibrancy and its people's unwavering strength. Fact 12. Nicaragua's vibrant musical heritage. Nicaragua boasts a vibrant and diverse musical heritage, deeply rooted in indigenous European and African traditions. Central to this musical landscape is the marimba, a wooden percussion instrument that produces enchanting melodies resonating through Nicaraguan festivities. Often played alongside guitars and drums, marimba music accompanies dances and social gatherings, creating an unmistakable sound unique to the country. On the Caribbean coast, music takes a lively turn during the renowned Palo de Mayo festival, celebrated annually throughout May. Palo de Mayo showcases Afro-Caribbean rhythms, energetic dances, and colorful costumes, reflecting the strong African influence in Nicaragua's eastern regions. Popular dance forms like punta and soca electrify the atmosphere, drawing crowds from around the nation and beyond. Music in Nicaragua also serves as a powerful cultural expression, preserving history, traditions, and local stories. Traditional folk songs recount tales of rural life, historical events, and national pride, connecting generations through shared melodies. From bustling street parades to intimate family gatherings, music remains integral to daily life, celebrating joy, resilience, and unity. Nicaragua's music vividly encapsulates its rich cultural tapestry, offering a rhythmic journey into the nation's vibrant soul. Fact 13. Boxing legends Nicaragua's Ring of Fame. While baseball may be Nicaragua's national sport, boxing holds a special place in the country's soul. For decades, Nicaragua has produced world-class boxers who've become national icons and international champions. Foremost among them is Alexis Arguello, affectionately called El Flaco Explosivo. He was a three-weight world champion known for his elegance in the ring and gentlemanly conduct outside of it. His legacy transcends sports. He later entered politics and even served as mayor of Managua. More recently, Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez carried the torch of boxing greatness. He became the first Nicaraguan to win world titles in 4 different weight divisions, earning global recognition for his speed, humility, and technical skill. Boxing gyms are common throughout Nicaragua, especially in poorer neighborhoods, offering young athletes discipline, purpose, and hope. The sport is seen not just as entertainment but as a means of rising out of hardship, a way to earn dignity and inspire the nation. On fight nights, entire communities gather around TVs or radios, united in support for their local heroes. Boxing in Nicaragua is more than a sport. It's a national symbol of resilience, grit, and pride. Fact 14. Presidential power, a controversial extension. In recent years, Nicaragua's political landscape has stirred global concern due to sweeping constitutional changes that have extended presidential power. President Daniel Ortega, once celebrated as a revolutionary leader, has now remained in office since 2007. Through a series of legal reforms and court rulings, term limits were abolished, allowing Ortega to run indefinitely. Most controversially, in 2024, the Nicaraguan parliament approved a reform extending the current presidential term by one additional year without an election. Critics argue this undermines democratic institutions and concentrates too much authority in one leader's hands. Vice President Rosario Murillo, also Ortega's wife, plays a dominant role in the administration, often leading speeches and overseeing public communication. This husband-wife political duo has sparked debate about authoritarianism and the erosion of checks and balances. While supporters claim their leadership brings stability and resistance against foreign interference, opposition figures face arrest, exile, or censorship. International organizations, including the Organization of American States and the United Nations, have expressed serious concerns over Nicaragua's democratic backsliding. The country's future remains uncertain as it balances between domestic control and growing international pressure for reform. Fact 15. Press under pressure, the struggle for free journalism. In recent years, Nicaragua has become one of the most challenging places in the Americas for independent journalism. The government, led by President Daniel Ortega and Vice President Rosario Murillo, has systematically cracked down on press freedom. One of the most symbolic cases is the situation of La Prensa, Nicaragua's oldest and most respected newspaper. In 2021, authorities raided its headquarters, seized printing equipment, froze its bank accounts, and detained several of its journalists. Since then, the outlet has been forced to operate from exile, continuing its work online from outside the country. Other independent media outlets have faced similar fates, shut down, blocked, or driven into hiding. Journalists who remain in Nicaragua risk harassment, arrest, and even threats to their lives for reporting on politics, protests, or corruption. Many reporters now operate anonymously or leave the country entirely. Despite these dangers, brave Nicaraguan journalists persist, using encrypted messaging apps and foreign platforms to share the truth. Their resilience highlights a stark reality. Freedom of expression in Nicaragua is under siege. Yet the determination of the press shows that truth can still find a voice, even in silence. Bonus fact: living in Nicaragua, cheap, charming, and complicated, Nicaragua is one of the most affordable countries to live in across the Americas, attracting digital nomads, retirees, and off-the-grid adventurers alike. Monthly living expenses for a single person can start at around $600 to $700 in smaller towns, while a comfortable lifestyle in cities like Granada or Leon might cost closer to $1,000 to $1,200. Rent for a furnished one-bedroom apartment in a mid-range neighborhood usually ranges between $250 and $450 per month. Utilities, including electricity, water, and internet, add another $70 to $100. Local markets offer fresh produce at unbeatable prices, ripe mangoes for under 50 cents each and a dozen eggs for around $1.50. Residency is relatively straightforward. Foreigners can apply for a pensionado or rentista visa, especially if they have proof of monthly income above $750. Investors can gain residency by purchasing property valued at $30,000 or more. While the paperwork can be slow and bureaucratic, many expats report that persistence and hiring a local lawyer makes the process manageable. Job opportunities for foreigners are limited unless you're freelancing online or opening a business. Wages in the local economy are low, often between $200 and $300 per month. So teaching English, remote tech work, or tourism-related ventures are the best bets for financial sustainability. Healthcare is mixed. Public hospitals are free but basic, while private clinics offer higher standards for modest fees. A typical doctor's visit costs between $20 and $40. Nicaragua offers a paradox: low costs and high natural beauty, paired with political instability and a sometimes unpredictable legal environment. For those willing to adapt, it's a place of adventure, simplicity, and immense charm. Thank you for exploring Nicaragua with us, one of the most underrated and surprising countries in the Americas. If you enjoyed these fascinating facts, don't forget to hit that like button to support the channel. Make sure to subscribe to Andy Explores the World so you never miss a new adventure, from volcanoes to untouched rainforests. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let us know which fact shocked you the most. And as always, stay curious, travel smart, and see you in the next video.